cutting your hair? No, I'm not cutting your hair. I was checking to see if it would wake you up. You know, I was checking to see if this noise would wake you up, which I guess it did, so that's a very good thing to know. I was just checking, but I wasn't cutting your hair. You can go back to sleep if you'd like. Shh. I was just checking, you know, because of the wonderful things he does. That was a joke. No, I was just checking because I think it's interesting what wakes people up and what doesn't, you know, but I wasn't cutting your hair, I promise. Yeah, shh. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm cutting your hair so I can keep seeing whether or not you're awake. So if you stay perfectly still, then I'll know that you're asleep, and then I'll stop pretending like I'm cutting your hair. I'm not cutting your hair right now. I'm just checking to see whether or not you're awake. So just lie still and pretend like you don't hear anything at all. Even if every now and then you hear some noises around your head that make it sound like maybe someone's cutting your hair. No one's cutting your hair. And certainly not me. Like, what would I have to gain from you having like a chopped up bald head and me having long luscious locks? I wouldn't have anything to gain from that. Sorry, I was just imagining something, but you can just stay sleeping, and I will just gently play with your hair a little bit. Just gently play with your hair a little bit. Don't worry about any sounds you might hear, because it's just pretend, okay? There's no one cutting your hair. No one is cutting your hair or messing with your head in really any way. See? Open your eyes. See, there's nothing happening. I'm just moving the scissors around. I'm just moving the scissors around to be silly. There's no hair cutting here. Nope. No real hair cutting. You were just imagining it. Because you were falling asleep and you were getting kind of delirious the way you do. You know, I know how you get when you're falling asleep. You just start seeing things and hearing things and feeling things, but nothing is happening. So just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and just let yourself kind of imagine that I'm cutting your hair in like a dream scenario, and it's in your dream, it's something that you really want. In your dream, you need a haircut, and I'm just helping you out. But in real life, I know you don't want a haircut, so I would never do that. Shh, I would never do that. I promise. You can trust me, okay? Just stay asleep. Stay asleep, even though you might be getting a little bit delirious, and you might start imagining things. That's okay. I imagine things too whenever I'm paranoid and don't trust my friends. I imagine crazy things too, but those things are crazy. You can trust me, I promise. You can trust me. You can trust me. I'm not cutting your hair. I'm not cutting your hair. I'm just pretending, because I want to see how awake you are. I think the sound of scissors can be really relaxing. I wouldn't even cut someone's hair with these scissors anyway. I mean, they're so old and dirty, and they're just craft scissors. If I were cutting your hair, surely I would want to give you a good haircut. So I would use like proper scissors, hair cutting scissors, those little tiny ones, you know? If I really wanted to cut your hair and to be properly strategic with it, I would use little scissors like these. If I really wanted to cut your hair and be strategic, I would use little tiny scissors like these. Little tiny scissors, gently, kind of trimming your bangs, just like that. Just trimming your bangs just a little bit. Just kind of, just not cutting your hair in real life. Just doing it in the imagination world. Maybe you're dreaming right now. Maybe you really are asleep. Are you asleep right now? What a crazy dream that you're having. It's so realistic. This dream you're having is so realistic. This dream of someone cutting your hair. It's so realistic, isn't it? It's just like it was happening in real life. But it's not. You're dreaming. Shh, 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 shh. Relax. It's okay to realize that you're dreaming. It's totally normal. This is what you would call like a lucid dream, because you're aware that you're dreaming. And it almost feels like you're awake and you can control your actions. If you wanted to, you could even stop me, but you don't need to stop me, because this is a relaxing dream about you wanting to have a haircut. So that's what's happening. And you like it, because it's a good dream. It's a good dream. You like this dream. You like this dream of me cutting your hair. So there's no need to get yourself in knots over it. There's no need to freak out or move or breathe or shift around. Just relax. Relax, relax, relax. Because you're sleeping. You're sleeping right now. And I want you to sleep well and deeply and calmly for many hours, so that the dream version of me could escape the scene, because you're so asleep. But I'm not doing that in real life. There would be no reason to escape in real life, because nothing bad is happening in real life. In real life, you're just sleeping comfortably, and you're, having your hair played with a little bit. You're just gently playing with your hair. Just playing with your hair. Shush. Relax. Wow, that looks pretty bad. I mean, it looks beautiful. Shh, nothing's happening. you are still the hottest person at the office. Totally. You always have been, and you always will be. I'm really just bringing you down to par with the rest of us. Not that I'm doing anything at all. Not that I'm doing anything at all. I'm not doing anything at all. I'm cutting my own hair, actually. You know, I'm just like, I'm not cutting your hair. I'm just cutting my hair. My hair's so messy all the time. I'm just kind of playing with my own hair. Playing around with it while you're sleeping. Just playing around with my hair because I want to make sure that you're sleeping sound and not waking up. And isn't it so relaxing to have someone play with your hair while you sleep? Isn't it so relaxing to just hear a little snip, 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 snip? I'm not cutting anything, just wiggling around the scissors, just wiggling and snipping. Nothing out of the ordinary is going on. You're just dreaming. You're just You're just dreaming, okay? You're just dreaming. And now you're gonna dream about me brushing your hair with a weird brush, because the dream version of me is kind of trying to mess with the texture of your hair, but I'm not doing it for real. I would never mess with the texture of your hair for real. It's all just a silly little delusion that you're having, because you're so narcissistic, always dreaming about yourself. You're just always thinking that I'm out to get you. And you're paranoid that I would, sabotage you. But I would never do that, because I'm not a bad person. I'm a medium person. And I think that is a very manageable standard to hold myself to. I would never sabotage you by accident. I would never. I'm just snipping scissors in the air. It's not real. It's not real. You're asleep. So just stay asleep. Keep having your lovely little narcissistic dreams about yourself. Okay? Just keep dreaming and know that nothing at all is happening. Nothing at all is happening. And if you were to hear some shifting around noises of your blanket or your pillow or the house as I leave, that would also just be in your head. That would be part of your dream, you know. If you heard me start kind of gathering my things and maybe taking a picture of how stupid you look, that would just be something that you're dreaming of. If I just took a little picture of how crazy you look right now. That would all just be a dream if I did that. That would all just be a dream if I took a picture of how crazy and ridiculous your hair looks. Maybe I'll just do a couple of finishing touches here. The dream version of me, of course. The dream version of me. You are so good at dreaming deep dreams. Maybe you're dreaming of your mom playing with your hair when you were a kid, you know, and how she would just gently, gently stroke your head. Gently, 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 gently. You know, I bet when you were a kid, you had really messy, ugly hair, because most kids do. So you can just dream of that. Dream of messy, chaotic, ugly, silly hair. And if you wake up with their hair all tied in knots and all chopped up in weird ways, well, then you probably just manifested it from having this crazy dream. You probably just manifested it. You're such a manifest queen. Like, oh my god, manifest your whole life. Keep having nightmares, see what happens. It would be a shame if you were to have nightmares all the time that manifested unfortunate things for you. That sure would be a shame, wouldn't it be? Don't worry though. I'm not gonna spend my entire life trying to sabotage you. Just some of it. But not in real life, of course. Not in real life. I'm just fooling. I'm just messing. I'm just playing. Your hair is so beautiful. Shh, go to sleep. Stay asleep. You're just dreaming. Your hair is so beautiful. Your hair is so beautiful. Your hair is so beautiful. The way it frames your face and makes you look like a farm boy who's never been to the city before and who cuts their own hair with the same shears he uses on the sheep. Oh my gosh, it's just so flattering. It's just so flattering. You look like a little shepherd boy. You look like you belong in one of those animated renditions of a Bible story. You look like Joseph at the bottom of a pit that his brothers threw him into. You know? Like, you've been kind of rolling around in the mud for a couple days. You look like Daniel in the lion's den. I bet the lion has better hair than you. And they've probably been in captivity their whole life and they're starving. Animal captivity is really sad. No one talks about the lion in Daniel's den. But I mean, if you think about it, the real story is the lion in Daniel's den from the lion's perspective. Just a hungry cat. What dreamy, silly, delirious thoughts you're having. Because you're dreaming so hard. You're just fully asleep, and you would never notice anything. You especially wouldn't notice if I were to get up and put your hair in a plastic bag. Just some of the little hair shavings that fell out. hiding the evidence, just concealing this evidence. And if I just left right now, you would just stay asleep. Just stay asleep. You're dreaming.